from Schilling Field at Milan Park. It's round 3 of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament in the winner's bracket. It's the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior and the Bearcats of Grafton. For the second time this week, it's a rematch, and it should be a good one. Welcome, everyone, to our audio-only broadcast. I'm Eli Brady, here to bring you the action tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. The Grafton Bearcats enter this game with a record of 19-16. They had to claw their way just to get back here to play today. If you missed their game against Weir last night back in Grafton, you missed a good one. Grafton went into the 6th inning trailing 9-2, and the Bearcats just didn't give up. They scored 6 runs in the 6th inning, gave up 1 to Weir in the 7th, went into the bottom of the 7th inning trailing 10-8, tied it, sent it to extra innings, and walked off 11-10, the final score in favor of Grafton. The second time they've beaten Weir by 1 run this week. They beat them 5-4 on Monday to advance to the first game against the Polar Bears back on Wednesday. And Fairmont Senior enters this game with a record of 20-4. Last time they played was at Grafton in round 2 of the winner's bracket, and that was a big blowout. It was 12-1 in 5 innings, and Grafton jumped on the Polar Bears early, scored 1 run, looked like they were able to control the Polar Bears, and then it all opened up in the 3rd inning. Polar Bears scored 6 runs, thanks in part to a grand slam by Matt Masters. They scored 6 more runs in the 4th inning, and that was all she wrote. 12-1 was the final score. Second time the Polar Bears have 10 run to Grafton this year in just 5 innings. They did it 19-2 back in late March. However, when these two played the second time this season in Mary Lou Retton Park, it was a walk-off where the Polar Bears came down to the last at-bat. Braden Gorby was the hero that day. Fairmont Senior won that game by 1. We'll see what's in store here today. And the Polar Bears pitching Trevor Bigelow. Grafton will start Mason Shemmy on the mound. So 2 new faces that we really haven't seen in this series all season long. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer to get starting lineups.
Welcome to tonight's regional matchup between the Grafton Bearcats and the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. For Grafton, number 10, Gillespie. Number 4, Moat. Number 1, Ramazan. Number 12, Kinsey. Number 26, Murphy. Number 16, Newland. Number 13, Shimmy. Number 7, Guz. Number 6, Gray. And number 2, Fletcher. And the rest of your Grafton Bearcats. Now the starting lineup for the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Your catcher, number 3, Cam Peschel. Playing center field and slash DHing, number 2, Logan Canfield. Your pitcher, number 1, number 44, Trevor Bigelow. Playing third base, number 29, Matt Masters. Playing shortstop, number 27, Braden Gorby. Playing left field, number 6, Brock Martin. Playing second base, number 11, Blake Strait. Playing first base, number 24, Noah Pethel. Playing right field, number 1, Cole Salmon. And the rest of your Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Now please stand for the national anthem.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi. An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. We're just about ready to get this game underway, and for the fourth time this season, it's Fairmont Senior and Grafton. And what's at stake tonight? If Fairmont Senior wins, they will punch their ticket to the regional championship, which will begin on Memorial Day at Brook. Brook, the 1 seed in the region. It's a 3-game series, so games 1 and 3, if necessary, will be at Brook. Game 2 will be at Mary Lou Retton Park in Fairmont. If Grafton wins this game, they will play again tomorrow against the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears, because remember, it's a double elimination bracket. You have to lose twice when going to Charleston to get out of your region. And Grafton has already lost once in this tournament to the Polar Bears on Wednesday. The Polar Bears have yet to lose, so if Grafton's able to pull off the upset and win, then they will play again tomorrow. If the Polar Bears win, then this series is over. We're going to Brook, and on the mound for the Polar Bears starting and warming up is Trevor Bigelow. Stats on the season, he's 2-0 with a 2.69 ERA, 24 strikeouts in just 13 innings pitched, a really impressive stat. He averages almost 2 strikeouts per inning, and he can bring the heat. But when he pitched here at Milan Park against University, he struggled on this mound finding the zone. We'll see if his second time on the bump here at Schilling Field will prove to be better. In the field for the Polar Bears, the catcher will be Cam Peschel, someone who hasn't caught much this year, as Bigelow is usually the catcher. And the one scary thing is the backstop is very far away from home plate here at Schilling Field. And it's a chain link fence behind Peschel, so the ball's not going to bounce. Got to make sure the ball stays in front. On first base is the freshman Noah Pethel, second baseman Blake Straight, shortstop Braden Gorby, third baseman Matt Masters. In the outfield from left to right is Brock Martin, Logan Canfield, and Cole Salmons.
Number 10, Gillespie.
Leading off the inning for the Grafton Bearcats is Carter Gillespie, followed by Jacob Moats and Grayson Ramazan. If you followed this game on Wednesday at Grafton, lineups almost identical for either team. Here's the first pitch from Bigelow, high for ball 1 to Gillespie. Carter Gillespie bats .468 on the season, the highest batting average of anyone in this game between the two teams. And Gillespie has been on fire recently, had a really good game, really the only one that did against the Polar Bears on Wednesday. Second pitch from Bigelow, off speed, misses high again for ball 2. And it's a 2-0 count for Carter Gillespie. Gillespie was the lone run that scored in the game back on Wednesday. At the plate with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch, high again, and Bigelow, this is exactly what happened in the University game. He could not get the ball down in the zone. First 3 pitches all miss high, and it's a 3-0 count. So Gillespie will stand in, awaits the 3-0. That one's down the middle for strike 1. So Bigelow got it down enough to catch the zone, a 3-1 count. Gillespie wasn't going to take any chances there. Here's the 3-1. That one is swung on and fouled back, a hard cut by Gillespie. The count goes full, so Bigelow seemed to get it down on the last 2 pitches. We'll see where this one ends up on a full count for the leadoff batter, Carter Gillespie. The payoff pitch from Bigelow is in the dirt for ball 4. Gillespie check swing, didn't go around. He takes his base, and a leadoff base runner for the Bearcats with nobody out in the top of the first.
Now batting number 4, Moats.
Jacob Moats comes to the plate. He was the pitcher twice in the 3 games against the Polar Bears this year. Had a great game back at Mary Lou Park, not so much in Grafton on Wednesday. And Moats lifts it left field, and that is down in front of Martin. Gillespie takes off. He's headed to the third. Martin bobbles it. Throw cut off by Gorby, and it's a double from Moats. Slides in, late slide, but a late tag by Straight. And Moats is on with a double, 2 in scoring position with nobody out for the Bearcats, and they're still warm from their comeback yesterday against Weir. It was lined into left field in front of Martin, and it bounced. Martin went to pick it up, and it went underneath his glove. That allowed Moats to get to second and Gillespie to third. At the plate is Grayson Ramazan, batting .278 on the season, 38 RBIs. And with 2 in scoring position with nobody out, Grafton in prime position to jump up early. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Bounces in the dirt, gets by Peschel. Here comes Gillespie, and Grafton takes a 1-0 lead, and that is exactly what we talked about in the pregame show. The fence is a mile behind home plate, and it went right by Peschel, and that allowed Gillespie to come in easy, and Grafton leads 1-0 early. Advancing to third is Moats. 1-0 count for Ramazan. Here's the pitch from Bigelow, a swing and a miss. The count goes even at 1. Bigelow's a really good pitcher, but the loss at catcher is really big there. That one snuck by Peschel. Here's the pitch, 2-0, or the 1-1, missed in the dirt, and it is 2-1. Again, Moats the runner at third, 1 on, nobody out. A 2-1 count for Ramazan. Here's the pitch. That one misses as well. Sneaks away from Peschel slowly. He's able to go get it. And another 3-1 count. Bigelow winds up and deals the 3-1 way inside, ball 4. So Ramazan will take his base. Grafton has runners on the corners with nobody out in the first.
Now batting number 12, Kinsey.
We expected the Polar Bears to start Logan Canfield on the mound in this game. He's not feeling well. He's starting out in center field, but he's also listed as a designated hitter in case he needs to come out defensively. Showing bunt at the plate is Kinsey. One-0 count for Kinsey. Again, Canfield listed as the center fielder and designated hitter. He's in the game now, but if they need to take him out defensively, if he's not feeling well, he can remain in the lineup as a DH. Taking off on first, trying to steal second. This one's lifted in the air in foul territory, and it drops. So that almost was dangerous for Grafton. If Petha was able to run it down, Ramazan was taking off trying to steal second. Could have been a double play. Wasn't able to get there in time, and it lands foul. Count even at 1-1. Ramazan, the runner at first. Moats, the runner at third. Grafton leading 1-0 with Chase Kinsey at the plate, a 1-1 count. The pitch from Bigelow, showing bunt, is Kinsey. Lunged for it and missed. Didn't pull back, count 1-2. The 1-2 from Bigelow. Ramazan takes off again. Throw by Peschel. Down to second. What a throw, but the tag was missed by Gorby. Ramazan snuck around the glove of Gorby and was able to get safe at second. The throw by Peschel was perfect, and it's a 2-2 count. Ramazan steals second. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out again for the Bearcats. Bigelow deals to Kinsey. The 2-2. And he swung and missed. A half swing, but he went around, and it's a strikeout for Trevor Bigelow. First out of the day. That'll bring up Grant Murphy, batting .338 on the season, with 2 in scoring position and 1 away. That pitch was in the dirt to Kinsey, and he took a half swing on it, but he went around, and that was a strikeout for Trevor Bigelow, 25 on the season. The pitch is inside corner, strike one to Murphy. Grafton had the bases loaded with nobody out on Wednesday. Didn't capitalize, didn't score in that position. They scored one already. Bounces to Peschel. He's able to front it. Dangerous pitch from Bigelow. Count even at 1-1. And with a runner on third and not a very likely chance if the ball gets past Peschel to make a play on it. Every pitch you have to be careful. 1-1 count. Bigelow winds up and deals. That one outside, ball two. The 2-1 from Bigelow. Swung on, lifted, shallow right center, straight the second baseman is back, and it drops between everybody. In to score is Moats, getting to third is Ramazan, getting to second is Murphy, and Fairmont Senior, a disastrous start to this game. It's 2-0 Bearcats. Straight was moving back and stopped, looked over at the right fielder Salmons, who was also stopped. The ball bounced right between them.
Now batting number 16.
Moats scores, Ramazan gets to third, Murphy gets to second. Still two in scoring position with one out, and the Bearcats lead 2-0. Designated hitter Levi Newland at the plate, batting .244 on the season. Sees the first pitch from Bigelow on the outside corner for strike one. Ramazan at third, Murphy at second. Showing bunt is Newland, leans into it, pulls back though, and it's on the outside corner again, strike two. Newland, a left-handed hitter, has an 0-2 count. The pitch from Bigelow, off speed down the middle, and Newland stood there and looked at it. Called strike three, 2 away. Mason Shemmy comes to the plate. Shemmy did not bat against the Polar Bears on Wednesday, but he is the starting pitcher for Grafton. He is in the lineup. The pitch from Bigelow, inside corner, strike one, and Bigelow has found the zone. Oh, 1 count, 2 on, 2 out. The wind up and pitch, a swing and a miss by Shemmy. Count goes 0-2 again. Bigelow gets the signal from Peschel. The 0-2 winds up and deals high for ball one. Shemmy thought about swinging, didn't go, took ball one. Has a 1-2 count now. 2 on and 2 out. Ramazan, the runner at third. Murphy, the runner at second. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Shemmy strikes out. And that is the third strikeout of the inning. So we said Bigelow averages 2 strikeouts an inning. He gets 3 in the first, but allows 2 runs. The Bearcats jump on top early. It's 2-0 Grafton. We head to the bottom of the first. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament on Video Productions.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in North Central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. Getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Going through the batting order for the Polar Bears. Leading off is Cam Peschel, batting .405. Logan Canfield follows him, batting .437 on the season. Trevor Bigelow bats third at .426. Matt Masters had the grand slam on Wednesday. He bats in the cleanup spot again, leading the team in batting average at .450. Braden Gorby bats 5th at 312. Brock Martin bats 6th at 397. Blake Straight bats 7th at 217. And the 2 freshmen, Noah Pethel batting 8th at 182. And Cole Salmons rounds out the batting order, batting 383 on the season. Starting on the mound today for the Grafton Bearcats is Mason Shemme. He's 1-2 on the season with a 5.53 ERA, 20 strikeouts. His catcher will be Chase Kinsey. First baseman Grayson Ramazan. Second baseman John Guz. Shortstop Carter Gillespie. Third baseman Jacob Moats. And in the outfield from left to right is Grant Murphy, Cam Gray, and Noah Fletcher. Fletcher not in the batting order. Levi Newland is the designated hitter in his spot. And Peschel comes to the plate, leading off for the Polar Bears. Shemme winds up and deals to Peschel. Outside corner, strike 1. Grafton has a big crowd here at Milan Park. 0-1 count. Shemme winds up and deals to Peschel again. A swing and a miss. A hard swing and a miss, and the count goes 0-2. Again, the Bearcats are in a must-win situation to keep their season alive. The Polar Bears are not. Peschel grounds it. Third base side, it's fair. Fielded by Moats. Throw to Ramazan. Extends and makes the catch for the first out. That ball bounced right on the third base line. Moats was able to pick it up and throw it across the diamond. Actually, they're going to say that went foul. So I thought it hit right on the line. Instead, it went just foul. So Peschel is still alive with an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Shemme. Bounces in the dirt to Kinsey. Count 1-2. So Peschel is still at the plate. That was a foul ball. It went left of the third base line. Out. Did not count. Here's the 1-2 from Shemme. Swung on. Fouled back by Peschel. Count stays 1-2.
Good job. Big backstop, Mikey. So
Peschel comes back up into the box. 1-2 count as the leadoff hitter. Here's the windup from Shemme. It is high for ball 2, and the count evens at 2 apiece.
all right, Cam, here we go.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Shemme gets the signal from Kinsey. The 2-2. Swung on, lifted straight in the air by Peschel. First baseman Ramazan says he has it, and he does. Makes the catch in the infield for out number 1. So anytime you can start off and put Peschel away is a good start. Grafton's able to do just that. Peschel pops out. Logan Canfield comes to the plate. Canfield not feeling the best in this game. Nobody on, 1 out. Batting .437 on the season is Canfield. Shemme winds up and deals, and it's high for ball 1.
Mike.
1-0 count, nobody on, 1 out. Shemme winds up and deals to Canfield. That one on the outside corner for strike 1, and the count even at 1 apiece.
What are you going to do, anything? Huh? Who touched that curveball?
1 ball, 1 strike. Here is the windup from Shemme. Bounces, gets by Kinsey. Lucky Peschel wasn't on base there for Grafton because that ball went all the way to the backstop. Count goes 2-1, but nobody on, nobody to advance. Two-one count. Canfield back in the box. Shemme gets the signal, winds up and deals high for ball 3. Shemme's normal position is first base, but he's also a pitcher, decent pitcher for Grafton.
Let's go.
Has Canfield a 3-1 count. Here is the pitch. Canfield lifts it left field. Murphy moves over at the wall, makes the catch for out number 2. Canfield flies out. brings up Trevor Bigelow to the plate.
Now batting number 44, Trevor Bigelow.
Bigelow's hit 7 home runs this season. Dimensions here at Schilling Field, 325 to left and right field. And 375 to center, 345 to left and right center. The pitch from Shemy misses high and inside to Bigelow for ball 1. For reference, Mary Lou Retton Park is 315 to the corners. Grafton is 283 to the corner. So Grafton has a much shorter field. This one much bigger. 1-0 to Bigelow down the middle for strike 1, and the count even at 1 apiece. Nobody on and 2 out. And this has been a theme for the Polar Bears all season, starting slow. Here's the 1-1 from Shemy. That one off speed, bottom shelf, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Shemy has a lot to work with here. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled back by Bigelow. Took a big cut and fell over. But he was able to make contact with the ball and stay alive with a 1-2 count. Fairmont Senior in blue tops, white pants. Grafton in gold tops, gray pants. Here's the windup and pitch from Shemy. Gets by Kinsey in the dirt. Count even at 2 apiece.
Close.
2-2 count. Nobody on and 2 out. Bigelow at the plate. Shemy. The 2-2. Swung on, hammered foul by Bigelow. That just hooked left on the third base side. Stays alive with a 2-2 count. If that would have been fair, that probably would have been an extra base. The 2-2 again. That one low for ball 3, and the count goes full. The payoff pitch, off speed, high for ball 4, and Trevor Bigelow will take his base. A 2-out base runner brings up Matt Masters. And you got to think a little fear in all these Grafton players with Matt Masters walking up to the plate after what he did to him on Wednesday. The grand slam that really broke the game wide open, made it no chance for Grafton to come back. 1 on and 2 out. The pitch from Shemy to Masters, high for ball 1.
All right, Matt, let's go. Yeah, be big here. Be big. Let's go.
Bigelow is the runner at first. Small lead. The 1-0 from Shemy. That one on the outside corner for strike 1. Count even at 1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch from Shemy, fouled back by Masters, and the count goes to 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes for Masters, batting .450 on the season, leading Fairmont Senior in batting average. Shemy delivers, and this one is grounded towards the shortstop Gillespie. Easy underhanded pitch to Guz at second, and they get the force out for out number 3. First inning in the books. It's been all Bearcats. Grafton leads Fairmont Senior 2-0 after 1 here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown, getting ready to start the second inning. Leading off for Grafton, the 8-9-1 spot of the lineup, John Guz, Cam Gray, and Carter Gillespie. Back on the mound for the Polar Bears is Trevor Bigelow. Bigelow gave up 3 hits in the first inning, walked 1, struck out 3. Said he came into this game with just 13 innings pitched. He had 24 strikeouts, but also 18 walks. So he might average about 2 strikeouts per inning, but he also averages about a walk and a half per inning. So base runners are frequent with Bigelow on the mound. It's just, when is Bigelow hot and in his rhythm? John Guz comes to the plate for the Bearcats as the leadoff hitter in the second inning. First pitch from Bigelow is fouled up and back, out of play by Guz. Count 0-1. Bigelow deals to Guz, low for ball 1, and the count goes even at 1. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff hitter of the inning, Guz at the plate. The 1-1 high for ball 2. Two-one count. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Goes off speed, misses high again, ball 3. John Guz on Wednesday, just 2 at-bats. He struck out and lined out. He's at the plate here with a 3-1 count. Bigelow deals a swing and a miss by Guz, and the count goes full. The payoff pitch is fouled up and back, out of play by Guz. Stays alive with the full count.
You get that ball, you get free soda. You got free soda there.
Bigelow gets the signal from Peschel. The payoff pitch, off speed, outside corner, called strike 3, and Guz strikes out looking. 4th strikeout of the day for Trevor Bigelow. Gets Guz with a backwards K, 1 away, nobody on for the Bearcats. That'll bring up Cam Gray, bottom of the order, batting .324 on the season. Had a single and flew out in his 2 at-bats on Wednesday. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. Bigelow winds up and deals this one. Half swing right into the glove of Pethel, who makes the catch in front of first base for out number 2. Cam Gray didn't even want to swing at it. I don't even know if he went around, but it went right off his bat, right into the air, and right into the glove of first baseman Noah Pethel for out number 2. Back at the plate is Carter Gillespie, very dangerous hitter for Grafton, batting .468 on the season. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Gillespie, just a freshman, and Grafton has a stud leading off already. Carter Gillespie, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch, off speed, outside again, ball 2. Gillespie walked and scored in the first inning.
Here we go, Trev. Challenge him. Let's go. Challenge him.
The 2-0 from Bigelow. That one misses as well. So a 3-0 count.
Hey, you're right. You're right. Let's go. Go right at him.
Nobody on and 2 out. Here's the 3-0 to Gillespie. High ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, and Gillespie, a 2-out base runner for the Bearcats. That'll bring up Jacob Moats. Had a double in the first inning. Also scored. Him and Gillespie, the 2 runs represented for the Bearcats. Gillespie, the runner at first. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Low for ball 1. 5 straight balls thrown by Trevor Bigelow. Gillespie, decent lead off first. Fouled back by Moats. Out of play, count even at 1. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Bigelow, inside corner, strike 2.
Go right at him. Go right at him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gillespie takes off, half swing, and that is called strike 3. He did go around, strike 3, and Bigelow has his 5th strikeout of the day, gets out of the inning, doesn't allow a run. It's still 2-0 Grafton. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Welcome back to Schilling Field in Grafton, getting ready to start the bottom of the 2nd inning. Leading off for the Polar Bears is Braden Gorby, followed by Brock Martin and Blake Straight. Gorby batting .312 on the season. He hit the walk-off game winner against Grafton back in the regular season game at Mary Lou Retton Park. Mason Shemmy returns to the mound, yet to give up a hit through 1 inning. Decent start so far for Shemmy. We'll see if the Polar Bears, if they can get that first hit, if they can get rolling, just like what happened on Wednesday. They waited till the 3rd inning to awaken the beast. Once it was over. Gorby comes up to the plate. Shemmy winds up and deals. Gorby shows bunt, pulls back, called strike 1. So Gorby with a bunt attempt, didn't take it, pulled back, and it was in the strike zone for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Shemmy. That one low, and the count goes even at 1.
All right, Adam, let's go.
1-1 count.
Easy pitch.
Shemmy deals to Gorby high for ball 2. The 2-1. That one outside, ball 3. (3-1) count. Shemmy winds up, deals to Gorby, outside, ball 4. Gorby is walked, the leadoff base runner for the Polar Bears as Martin comes to the plate.
Hey, let's have an inning.
Brock Martin recently has been on fire ever since that Lewis County game, where he got his first home run of the season, followed it up with another home run against Bridgeport. His batting average has skyrocketed in the latter half of the season. Here's the first pitch from Shemmy, low for ball 1. On deck is Blake Straight. 1 on, nobody out. Martin at the plate. Gorby the runner at first. Decent lead. Gorby is a threat to steal. They try to pick him off. He's back. No tag attempt. First baseman for Grafton is Grayson Ramazan. He's played 3rd in the previous games, and that's because Shemmy is usually the first baseman. He's on the mound. Here's the pitch. Gorby takes off. Throw by Kinsey is high and late, and Gorby has stolen second. That one missed for ball 2 as well, so a 2-0 count at the plate for Brock Martin with a runner in scoring position. Gorby with nobody out. Here's the 2-0 showing bunt as Martin gets by Kinsey. Gorby walks to 3rd. That's the danger of Schilling Field. If you're the catcher and the ball gets by you, it's almost a guarantee to advance a base runner. And now coming to the mound to meet are the infielders with pitcher Mason Shemmy. A 3-0 count for Brock Martin and a runner at third with nobody out. Pitching coach comes out to talk with Mason Shemmy. Everyone returns to their position. Shemmy returns to the mound. Martin has a 3-0 count. He'll stand there and watch this pitch. Won't take a swing at it. Make Shemmy put it in the strike zone. We'll see if he can. Everyone ready? Gorby, here he comes, trying to steal home. He slides, and he is out.
All right, Brock.
3-0 count for Martin. Nobody on, one out. Shemmy winds up and deals that one down the middle, strike one. Gorby stole home against RCB. You could see him coming to the plate. Didn't get as big of a jump. Shemmy saw it coming. Here's the 3-1 to Martin, hammered into center field. Gray comes up, makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting number 11, Blake Gray.
So I want to go back and apologize. Gorby was tagged out, but it was a balk on Mason Shemmy, which means Gorby was able to take home anyway. So it's 2-1 with only one out. And that's my apologies. I was watching the play at the plate, and Gorby was tagged out in plenty of time, but there was a balk call on Shemmy. So Gorby didn't need to steal. Got home anyway. Line by straight into the glove of Gillespie, and now it's 2 away. So again, the score is 2-1. Grafton leads. Straight has just lined out. Nobody on and 2 out.
Noah Pethel.
Noah Pethel, the freshman, comes to the plate. We'll see if Pethel can put one in play. Batting just 182 on the season. Here is the windup from Shemmy off speed outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch from Shemmy, low for ball 2. Two-0 count. Pethel at the plate, nobody on, 2 out. Here's the windup and pitch from Shemmy. Inside corner, strike 1 to Pethel. The 2-1 from Shemmy. Pethel lifts it right field, and it is down. Base hit from Noah Pethel. Fletcher was moving over after it slowly, and it bounced in front of him, couldn't get there. And Pethel is on with a 2-out single. Brings up the other freshman, Cole Sammons, batting .383 on the season. Sammons walked twice and scored twice, also struck out on Wednesday at Grafton. Comes to the plate with 1 on and 2 out. In the bottom of the second, trailing Grafton 2-1. The pitch from Shemmy, high for ball 1. One-0 count for Sammons. Pethel, the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Low, misses for ball 2. On deck is Cam Peschel, and if you're Shemmy, you'd like to get out of the inning without seeing him with multiple base runners. Peschel has popped out once today, but he's such a dangerous hitter if he can get to the plate. Here's the 2-0 to Sammons. That one, top shelf, strike 1. Here's the 2-1 from Shemmy. Sammons, that is through the gap and down in center field. Another 2-out single for the Polar Bears, both by the freshman. Pethel did it first, Sammons follows. 2 on and 2 out, and that'll bring up Cam Peschel. Pethel, the runner at second. Salmons, the runner at first. Peschel comes to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Runner in scoring position, potential to tie the game. Fairmont Senior trailing Grafton 2-1. The pitch from Shemy misses low and outside for ball 1. Again, this is where you tense up as the catcher, Chase Kinsey, knowing if it gets by you, you're letting the runners advance because there's no chance you can get back there and make a play with how far back the backstop is. Here's the 1-0 from Shemy. Low again, misses for ball 2. (2-0) count for Peschel at the plate. Shemy looks over. Here's the pitch, high for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. Peschel will stand and watch this one with 2 on and 2 out. We'll see if Shemy can find the zone or if he will load the bases up for Logan Canfield. The 3-0 from Shemy bounces in the dirt, ball 4. Peschel takes his base, bases loaded, 2 out for Logan Canfield. Pethel, the runner at third. Salmons, the runner at second. Peschel, the runner at first. And Kinsey comes up and talks with Mason Shemy. The last time, well, it wasn't the last time the bases were loaded, as Fairmont Senior loaded him up after Matt's grand slam, but the Polar Bears have the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Logan Canfield, he flew out in the first inning. He bats .437 on the season. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Here's the pitch from Shemy. That one in the strike zone for strike 1. The pitch from Shemy, off speed, outside corner. Strike 2. Kinsey dropped it. Was able to track it down, not allow Pethel to come home. 0-2 count for Canfield with 2 out, but the bases are loaded. We'll see if Shemy can put him away. He gets the signal from Kinsey, looks over, delivers the 0-2. Swung on by Canfield, down in left field. Pethel scores. Here comes Salmons. He will score. Fairmont Senior takes the lead. It's 3-2 in the second. Logan Canfield delivers with a 2 RBI single, and the Polar Bears, just like that, are back on top. Pethel scored, Salmon scored, Peschel advances to second. The hit was just right between Moats and Gillespie, the third baseman and shortstop, into left field. Bigelow at the plate, the pitch from Shemy. Bigelow lines it right field, that's down. Here comes Peschel rounding third. Canfield is second. Peschel will score. Canfield at third, Bigelow to second. An RBI double, 4-2 Fairmont Senior.
Extra like on a Friday or half a day.
Bigelow delivers. Peschel has scored. Canfield gets the third. Masters comes to the plate. Two on, 2 out. Runners at second and third. Canfield, the runner at third. Bigelow, the runner at second. The pitch to Masters. Masters grounds it. Tough play. That's through the gap. In to score is Canfield. Bigelow digging to the plate. 2 RBI single. It's 6-2. Fairmont Seniors turning it up. Masters caught in a pickle between first and second. Runs back to first. The tag is not made. Masters gets back safely. He missed the tag by Ramazan. It's 6-2, and the second is still going on. Once that first hit comes in, they just all keep coming. And Fairmont Senior, for the third time in the last 4 innings against Grafton, they have scored 6 runs. Gorby comes back to the plate for the second time in this inning. They try to pick off Masters at first. He's back safely. Gorby has walked and scored already this inning. The pitch from Shemy, grounded by Gorby. Gillespie fields it, turns, late throw to Ramazan, and The catch is made, beats Gorby. Fairmont Senior dating back to the bottom of the third and the bottom of the fourth and now the bottom of the second today. For the third time in 4 innings, they've scored 6 runs in 1 inning, and they lead the Bearcats 6-2 after 2. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. Fairmont Senior has just put on an impressive performance in the bottom of the second. They lead Grafton now 6-2 after starting off down 2-0. And Grafton is back in fight mode, desperation mode. They were in it yesterday against Weir, were able to dig out of it. That was a 9-2 hole. But Fairmont Senior, a much better team than Weir, not even close. It's going to be a lot tougher tonight for Grafton to dig out of this hole. But leading off this inning is Grayson Ramazan, followed by Chase Kinsey and Grant Murphy. Bigelow back on the mound, deals the first pitch to Ramazan outside for ball 1. Again, if the Polar Bears win this game, if they hang on, they will move to the regional championship, which will begin on Memorial Day at Brook. The 1-0 lifted in the air in foul territory on the first base side goes out of play, and the count goes even at 1. One count for Ramazan. The pitch from Bigelow, high at Ramazan's head, ducks down, gets out of the way, stumbles back trying to avoid it, and it's ball 2. The 2-1 from Bigelow, a swing and a miss by Ramazan, and the count goes to 2-2. Bigelow brought the heat on that pitch. We'll see if he goes back to it. The 2-2. Off speed, inside corner. He still struck him out. Sixth strikeout of the day already for Trevor Bigelow. Struck out Ramazan looking. That'll bring up Kinsey, who has struck out in his first at-bat so far. Comes to the plate with nobody on and 1 out in the top of the third. Grafton was able to dig their way back in the game against Weir thanks to errors by the Red Riders in the infield. 5 errors in the 6th inning by Weir allowed Grafton to score 6 runs. First pitch from Bigelow on the outside corner for strike 1. Home plate umpire and pitcher Trevor Bigelow will exchange baseballs. Umpire comes out to actually talk to Bigelow, now hands him another ball, pats him on the back, and they each return to their positions. Kinsey steps back up to the plate. He's got an 0-1 count, nobody on and 1 out. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Off speed, misses high for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High again for ball 2. Bigelow went fastball again there, and he's able to bring the heat on his pitches. He's got a 2-1 count now. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted, center field, and down. And Kinsey has a one-out single. Ball bounces in front of Canfield, and Kinsey is aboard. One on and one out for the Bearcats. That'll bring up Grant Murphy. Murphy had a double in the first inning, a double that sent home Jacob Moats.
26, Murphy.
One on, one out. Runner at first is the catcher, Chase Kinsey. Grant Murphy at the plate. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. That one on the inside corner, strike one. A 1 count. The pitch to Murphy. Slow grounder rolling. Masters charges it, fields it, throw to Pethel, lunges, makes the catch for out number 2. Murphy grounds out. Kinsey advances from first to second. Runner in scoring position with 2 away now for the Bearcats. Designated hitter Levi Newland comes to the plate. Newland struck out looking in the first. Left-handed hitter at the plate for Grafton. 1 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Goes off speed, misses high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Bigelow outside, ball 2. Wind starting to pick up here at Schilling Field. Newland at the plate. Taking off is the runner, going to third. Throw by Peschel, gets by Masters into left field. Throw by Martin is late, and scoring is Chase Kinsey. It's 6-3. Peschel should not have thrown that to Masters. There was no chance that Masters would have been able to tag out Kinsey, and the disastrous throw went over the head of Masters into left field and allowed Kinsey to go from second all the way home. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. That one misses. That was a 3-0 pitch. Misses for ball 4 and a 2-out base runner. Levi Newland aboard for the Bearcats. That'll bring up Mason Shemmy. Shemmy struck out swinging in the first inning. He's got 1 on and 2 out, trailing 6-3 in the second. The pitch from Bigelow high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Shemmy, and the count goes even at 1. The 1-1 from Bigelow, off speed, inside corner, strike 2. What a pitch from Trevor Bigelow. When he goes to that changeup, he's able to control it well and put it where he wants. The 1-2 fastball bounces off the helmet of Shemmy. He's hit by the pitch and takes his base. Shemmy lowered his head at it, and the ball went right off the crown of his helmet. And he's aboard. 2 on and 2 out now for the Bearcats. And coming to the plate is John Guz, and advancing to second is Levi Newland. Courtesy runner coming in for Grafton. In place of Mason Shemmy, that's Hunter McQuain. McQuain courtesy ran on Wednesday when needed. And they're also going to courtesy run Levi Newland at second. Coming in is Dylan Andrew. So Grafton replaces both of their runners. Dylan Andrew comes in for Levi Newland, and Hunter McQuain comes in for Mason Shemmy. 2 on and 2 out with Guz at the plate. Guz struck out looking in his first at bat in the second. Here's the pitch from Bigelow. Guz lifts it, foul and out of play on the first base side. Count 0-1.
Looks like he's not finishing through. Just letting it out there.
Bigelow looks back. Runner on second, Andrew. Here's the pitch. Too far inside. Misses. Count goes even at 1.
No, I'm saying Fairmont. No.
1 ball, 1 strike with 2 on and 2 out. Bigelow deals to Guz off speed. High for ball 2. 2-1 count. Runner at second is Andrew. Runner at first is McQuain. Here's the pitch to Guz, and Guz grounds it softly to Gorby, comes over, fields it, throw to Pethel, on the money for out number 3. Good play by the shortstop Braden Gorby to field it on the run, turn and fire to the first baseman Noah Pethel and get the out, but Grafton's able to score Chase Kinsey. They cut the lead down to 3. Fairmont Senior up 6-3. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, you're watching live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Productions.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. Leading off the bottom of the 3rd for the Polar Bears is Brock Martin, followed by Blake Straight and Noah Pethel. Returning to the mound is Mason Shemmy after giving up 6 runs in the 2nd. He'll face Martin as his first batter in the 3rd. Shemmy winds up and deals to Martin inside for ball 1. Martin flew out an inning ago in his first plate appearance. Here's the 1-0 from Shemmy. Off speed, misses low. Went to the curveball there and missed underneath the strike zone. Count 2-0. Shemmy delivers the 2-0 inside corner, strike 1 to Martin. Martin took that one. Count 2-1 now. Here's the pitch from Shemmy, high for ball 3. So Martin sees a hitter's count 3-1. Shemmy struggled with walks an inning ago. Here is the 3-1 pitch to Martin. Martin swings on it, fouls it back. Out of play, count goes full. Here's the payoff pitch from Shemmy, outside, ball 4. Martin takes his base, a leadoff runner for the Polar Bears of Fairmont Senior.
Now batting number 11, Blake Straight.
Blake Straight comes back up to the plate with 1 on and nobody out. In the bottom of the 3rd for the Polar Bears. First pitch in the strike zone for strike 1. Pickoff attempt at first to no avail. Martin back safely. Brock Martin does lead the Polar Bears in stolen bases this season. So he is a big threat to take a base. If you're not paying attention, Shemmy looked over, tried to pick him off, but Martin got back safely. First baseman Ramazan adjusts his glove, and now Shemmy returns to the mound. 0-1 count for Blake Straight. Straight at the plate, lined out, an inning ago. This one lifted in the air. Martin has to stop and turn back. He was stealing second. Ramazan makes the catch. Can't throw it to first. Martin slides back safely. 1 away. That was dangerous because Martin took off to steal second. Straight lifted it in the air, but it was high enough to where Martin could see it and turn around and get back. Ramazan made the catch. So Straight pops out. That'll bring up Noah Pethel. Pethel singled into right field in the second inning. And anytime Pethel can get on base with a hit is just a big momentum shift in favor of the Polar Bears. And you saw it happen an inning ago. When he got on, 6 more runs followed, and a balk called on Shemmy for the second time today, trying to pick off Brock Martin. Martin's able to take second. They have him in scoring position with 1 away. Now the umpires come and meet and potentially will discuss that turn by Shemmy. Looked like he was going to try to turn to pick off Martin. See if they discuss if he was in the pitching motion. Anyway, he didn't throw it to Ramazan, and a balk was called. Martin advanced to second. The umpires are meeting to see if they'll hold that call up. And they're going to take the balk call away, and Martin will go back to first. And that's the loudest Grafton has cheered all night. And Martin, all he did was go from second back to first on an overturn by the umpires. The pitch from Shemmy. Now Martin takes off, slide into second. He steals second right back. Martin said, "That's my base, whether you like it or not." He took it right back, this time with more effort. The pitch from Shemmy to Kinsey was in the dirt. Kinsey couldn't get the throw there in time. 1-0 count. The pitch to Pethel misses low again, ball 2. 2-0 count for the freshman Pethel at the plate. Martin adds another stolen base to his statistics this year. He tries to steal third here. Throw by Kinsey late and into left field. Martin gets up. He's coming to the plate. He will score. He comes around and it's 7-3. So Martin wanted another stolen base, kind of rubbed in that overturn. The overturned call, and the throw by Kinsey went right past Moats into left field. The 3-0 to Pethel, inside corner, strike 1. Count goes 3-1. Martin steals his way around the bases and comes home. The 3-1, grounded slowly by Pethel, fielded by Moats. Throw across the diamond, Ramazan extends, makes the catch, 2 away. Pethel grounds out. Nobody on and 2 out for Salmons, who will come to the plate now.
Now batting number 1, Cole Salmons.
Salmons at the plate, singled in the second inning, a part of that 6-run stretch for the Polar Bears. Nobody on and 2 out. Fairmont Senior leads Grafton by 4. We'll see if they can have another 2-out rally here. The pitch from Shemmy bounces, gets by Kinsey, ball 1.
Stay over here and swing the bat with me over here. Come over here and swing the bat right here. Stay right here. What are you going to do? You want fun?
Here is the pitch from Shemmy. Misses high for ball 2.
7-3.
The 2-0 windup from Shemmy goes way high for ball 3, so Salmons has a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch from Shemmy, the 3-0, top shelf strike 1 to Salmons. Nobody on, 2 out. Salmons at the plate with a 3-1 count. Here's the windup and pitch from Shemy. Salmon swings on it, lifts it, shallow left center field. Gray on the run. It drops down. Another base hit by Cole Salmon, second of the day, and a 2-out single for the freshman who's been on fire recently.
Now batting number 3, Cam Tesho.
Murphy, the left fielder, and Gray, the center fielder, were running over it. Neither could get to the ball in time. Salmons is aboard with 2 away. Peschel comes to the plate. He was walked an inning ago and scored. Try to pick off Salmons, back safely, no tag attempt. The throw down to first was high. On deck is Logan Canfield. The pitch from Shemy. Peschel lifts it, shallow right field. That's down. Salmons takes off, digging to third. Throw gets away. Salmons is staying put at third. Peschel takes off, gets to second on the bad throw by right fielder Noah Fletcher.
Logan Canfield.
2 on in scoring position for Canfield with 2 away. And here comes a meeting maybe at the mound. Nope. Everyone returns. Canfield comes to the plate. Peschel with a single, reaches second on an error. Salmons gets to third. 2 in scoring position with 2 away. With Canfield at the plate, Canfield delivered with a 2 RBI single in the second. If he can do that again, that'd make it 9-3. In prime position to do so. Here's the pitch from Shemy, off speed, misses low and inside for ball 1. Polar Bears are just rolling now. The 1-0 from Shemy down the middle, strike 1 to Canfield, and the count's even.
Well, when you come in, so we just set it up. Green Hills.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Shemy. Off speed, misses high, ball 2.
Is that what it is? He says he don't play them clubs that give you the extra advantage.
2 balls, 1 strike. Shemy delivers, and high, ball 3. Canfield ducked out of the way of it, right at eye level, and he's got a 3-1 count. And you have to avoid loading the bases, especially with Trevor Bigelow on deck. The 3-1 from Shemy bounces to Kinsey, ball 4. Canfield's walked, bases loaded with 2 outs for the second time in this game, and a disastrous position to be in for Grafton as Trevor Bigelow will come to the plate. Here comes the meeting at the mound, and Shemy might be done. Grafton was okay with walking Bigelow on Wednesday to load the bases up for Matt Masters, and he hit a grand slam. Now granted, this field is over 40 feet longer in left field than it was back at Upton Field in Grafton. Shemy is done. He gets through 2 2/3 inning, allows 7 runs. Not a very memorable performance for Mason Shemy in what might be his final game of the season unless Grafton can really turn it around. Coming into pitch for the Bearcats will be Mason Gray, a sophomore. Gray will come in and warm up. He comes in from the dugout, so no other position changes for the Bearcats. Mason Gray will warm up, and he comes in the worst possible situation you can dream of. Bases loaded with Trevor Bigelow at the plate, already trailing by 4. He'll get some warm-up pitches in, and we'll return. We'll step aside. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament right here on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. New pitcher Mason Gray comes in relief of Mason Shemmy. Comes into the game with the bases loaded, 2 out. With the Polar Bears' biggest hitter, Trevor Bigelow, coming to the plate. Gray is a sidearm pitcher, lefty. Doesn't have a lot of heat to his pitches that I've seen while warming up. Tries to pick off Logan Canfield at first. He's back safely. Gray deals first pitch to Bigelow, and that is headed foul down the first base side. Count 0-1. The 0-1 from Gray. Bounces to Kinsey. He's able to front it. Ball 1, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 from Gray, high for ball 2. The 2-1 to Bigelow, and he swings, chops it foul again. Count even at 2. Salmon's the runner at third, Peschel the runner at second, Canfield the runner at first. Bigelow at the plate with a 2-2 count, bases loaded, and 2 out. The 2-2. Bounces, gets by Kinsey. Here comes Salmons, slides, safe, 8-3. That deep backstop bites again. Got by Chase Kinsey. Count goes full. Every runner advances. Salmons comes from third to home. Fairmont Senior leads by 5. Here's the payoff pitch. Bounces again to Kinsey. Should be ball 4. Bigelow didn't take off. Now he's told to go. Takes his base, and look at this situation again. Bases loaded. 2 out. And Matt Masters comes up to the plate.
Now batting number 29, Matt Masters.
Peschel the runner at third, Canfield the runner at second, Bigelow the runner at first. Bases loaded for Matt Masters. Mason Gray the pitcher for Grafton. Gorby on deck. Here's the first pitch to Masters, and it hit him. So you don't have to worry about him hitting a grand slam. They'll just allow another run to come in. Scoring is Cam Peschel as Masters is hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, and it's 9-3 Fairmont Senior. So now Canfield the runner at third, Bigelow the runner at second, Masters the runner at first. I doubt Gray did that on purpose, but if he did, it wasn't the worst thing he could have done. He knows what Masters can do. He did it to him on Wednesday. Gorby at the plate. Here is the pitch. Gorby lines it. That gets through! In to score is Canfield. Bigelow digging around third, comes to the plate. He is safe. It's 11-3. 2 RBI single from Braden Gorby, and the Polar Bears are still red hot.
Now batting number 6, Bruff Martin.
Canfield scored. Bigelow scored. Masters is at second. Gorby is at first. Martin's at the plate for the second time this inning. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch from Gray. Outside, ball 1. And Grafton has just fallen apart. Exact same thing that happened back at Wednesday at Grafton. Here's the 1-0 from Gray, and Martin lifts it straight into the air. Second baseman Guz calls for it. Now Ramazan comes over, and it drops! What were they doing? Masters scores. It's 12-3. I mean, John Guz was standing right under it. Ramazan ran all the way from first right in front of Guz, and it dropped.
Now batting number 11, Blake Strick.
So Martin gets to first again. He's the runner at first. Gorby at second, straight at the plate. Here's the pitch. Gorby tries to steal third. Straight doesn't swing. Martin with a late steal to second. No one was there to cover it. A double steal, and it's both successful, so 2 in scoring position with 2 out. Fairmont Senior has scored 12 runs on Grafton for the second time in 2 days. Here is the pitch to Straight. Misses for ball 1. But that would have been a 2-0 count now. First one missed as well. 2-0 count. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Straight, swings at it. In foul territory, Ramazan extends, can't get it. Falls foul, count 2-1.
Blue, let's count. Blue, let's count. 1, 2.
Umpire says counts 1 and 2, so that first pitch to Straight must have been a strike on the double steal. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch from Gray. Off speed, Straight swings at it, chops it. Gillespie fields it, throw to Ramazan. Straight dives, can't get there. Ramazan makes the catch for out number 3. And for the 4th time in the last 5 innings, the Polar Bears score exactly 6 runs. They add 6 more in the bottom of the 3rd. They lead 12-3 after 3, and Brooke, look out, because the Polar Bears are a couple innings away from punching their ticket to the regional championship, and this is a team you do not want to see. We head to the 4th. You're watching live streaming coverage of WVSSAC Regional Baseball Playoff Tournament here on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park in Morgantown. The Polar Bears will switch pitchers, and they'll just switch positions. Masters will take Bigelow's spot. Bigelow will go to third. Peschel will remain the catcher. Matt Masters comes in relief of Trevor Bigelow. And you just have this feeling that the pitching core, the bullpen for the Polar Bears, is just, they have such tremendous players. Bigelow with 68 pitches, so he's able to only have 2 days of rest, but Polar Bears are going to get 2 days of rest no matter what if they hang on and win this game. They won't play tomorrow, they won't play Sunday. Next week is tune-up week, so expect some tune-up games. Remember, they are not playoff games. They will be just kind of like scrimmages, but they still count towards stats and records.
Now batting number 6, Gray.
The Polar Bears heard that they might want to scrimmage Philip Barber again. Philip Barber AA, but they're a really good team, a Big Ten championship contender. That would be a tune-up game, and the Polar Bears would go to Brooke on Memorial Day. At the plate is Cam Gray. The first pitch from Masters is down the middle for strike 1. Gray at the plate. Gillespie and Moats will follow him. 0-1 count. The wind-up and pitch from Masters, swung on and fouled down, chopped in the dirt by Cam Gray, and the count's 0-2. Masters gets the signal from Peschel. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss. Gray strikes out swinging. Change up by Masters. Caught Gray. First strikeout of the day, and the first batter faced by Matt Masters. Coming to the plate is Carter Gillespie. He's walked twice and scored once. Batting average .468. He is the most dangerous player on the team for Grafton. Shows bunt, lays it down, foul. Count 0-1. Carter Gillespie, just a freshman. He is going to be incredible and have a really good career over the next 3 years after this. The best hitter and best fielder, really by far, on this Grafton team. Here's the 0-1 from Masters, bounces it to Peschel for ball one. Count goes even at 1 apiece. The 1-1 from Masters is outside corner, strike 2. Gillespie the toughest out. See if Masters can put him away. It's a 1-2 count. Shakes off a couple pitches from Peschel, now gets the one he wants, delivers the 1-2. Gillespie lines it right into the glove of the third baseman, Trevor Bigelow. Makes the catch, hangs on for out number 2.
Now batting number 4, Moats.
So Gillespie lines out, 2 away, nobody on, and Jacob Moats comes to the plate. Here's the pitch by Masters. Moats grounds it foul on the third base side. Count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Masters. Moats lifts it, center field, Canfield, catch made, third out. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Fairmont Senior dominating. They lead the Bearcats by 9. It's 12-3. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Productions.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
Welcome back to Schilling Field in Grafton. Leading off the inning for the Polar Bears are the 2 freshmen, Noah Pethel, Cole Salmons, and then Cam Peschel. Pethel at the plate, singled and scored in the 2nd inning, grounded out an inning ago. Gray on the mound, delivers to Pethel in the dirt for ball 1. If the Polar Bears can score 1 run, at least in this inning, that'll put the 10-run rule in effect into the 5th and force Grafton to have to score, or this game will end in 5 innings for the 3rd time this year against Grafton. The pitch from Gray misses outside for ball 2, and the count 2-0 for Noah Pethel. Here's the pitch from Gray, off speed, outside, ball 3, a 3-0 count. Now for Noah Pethel. He won't swing at this. He'll make Gray put it in the strike zone. Can he do it? Nope. Misses high. Ball 4. Pethel has walked in 4 pitches. And that should be a confidence booster for Noah Pethel, who has struggled recently, but it's the 2nd time today he's been on base. He's scored once already. And at this time of the season, any sort of confidence will help. Salmons at the plate. Here is the pitch from Gray, misses for ball 1. One on, nobody out. Here's the 1-0 from Gray to Salmons, down the middle, strike 1. Count goes even. Salmons has singled twice and scored twice in this game. Another impressive performance in another game where he scored 2 runs against Grafton this week. Here's the 1-1, and it's a pickoff attempt actually on Pethel, who's back safely. Now here's the 1-1 from Gray. High for ball 2. Campeschel on deck. He homered here against University when the Polar Bears played here against the Hawks at Milan Park. Outside pitch from Gray. Count goes 3-1. (3-1) count. Here's the pitch from Gray. High, ball 4. Salmons is walked. Pethel to second, Salmons to first. Peschel to the plate with 2 on and nobody out. Now here comes a meeting with Mason Gray, and there's a chance he might be done. Grafton's running out of pitchers. They had to go deep in their bullpen yesterday to survive against Weir. They used a few pitchers, including their ace Jacob Moats, on Wednesday against the Polar Bears. Gray hands the ball away, and coming in will be Ethan Penland, Jr. So he comes in from the dugout. No other fielding changes then for the Bearcats. Penland will come in. He will warm up. He's got 2 on and nobody out. And the Polar Bears are at the top of the order. Cam Peschel at the plate will step aside. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park here in Morgantown. Grafton has put in their 3rd pitcher of the day. Ethan Penland comes in to replace Mason Gray on the mound. Penland getting some warm-up pitches in, and when I tell you Penland has a long stride when he pitches, I mean, he's stepping almost all the way to the bottom of the mound, almost looks off balance when he throws it. He's had a couple warm-up pitches go everywhere, so good thing the fence is tall, protecting the fans. That was a good warm-up pitch down the middle, but he bounced it about 10 feet short and then threw it about 10 feet over Kinsey's head on a couple of warm-up pitches. So Peschel will come up to the plate. 2 on and 2 out. The 2 freshmen are on base for the Polar Bears. Pethel at second, Salmons the runner at first, and Peschel steps into the box. Penland gets the signal. The new pitcher, Ethan Penland, into the windup in his first offering, and it bounces in the dirt for ball 1. (1-0) count. Here's the pitch from Penland. That one low again, ball 2. (2-0) count. The pitch from Penland bounces again, ball 3. Penland struggling to get it up in the zone, and it's a 3-0 count for Cam Peschel. Noah Fletcher came in, and the same thing happened on Wednesday. He just couldn't find the zone, and inside corner for strike 1 to Peschel. So Penland is able to put a strike on the board. It's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 from Penland. Peschel, that is fair! Off third base, in to score is Pethel. Coming around third is Salmons. Peschel, a 2 RBI double. It's 14-3. Grafton waited for the umpire to make the call. It was a late call. Everyone stood there as the ball rolled all the way in to the left field corner, and 2 have come in. Cam Peschel delivers again. It's a 2 RBI double, and Fairmont Senior, for the second time this week on Grafton, has an 11-1 lead. 11-run lead. It's 12-3. Or it's 14-3. It was 12-1 on Wednesday. At the plate is Logan Canfield. 1 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Penland. That one outside for ball 1 to Canfield. The 1-0 from Penland in the dirt, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Peschel takes off. Kinsey's throw bounces into left field. It goes. Peschel gets up, and he can crawl to the plate from here. Cam Peschel scores. It's 15-3. Second time Kinsey's throw to Moats has gone into left field on a steal from second to third. Peschel gets up, comes home. 15-3. A 3-0 count for Canfield. Nobody on, nobody out. Polar Bears scored 10 runs against Elkins on Monday. This pitch is about 6 feet too high, and Canfield will take his base. The Polar Bears scored 10 runs against Elkins on Monday. They scored 12 runs against Grafton on Wednesday. They have 15 on the board today.
Now batting number 44, Trevor Bigelow.
Is there any team hotter in the state than the Polar Bears right now? They are rolling through this region. And they arguably have the easiest region in AAA. Bridgeport and Frankfort in Region 2 will be a fun regional championship. Winfield and Ripley will be a fun one. Herbert Hoover, the favorite to come out of the other one. Fairmont Senior will play Brook, assuming nothing extremely crazy happens here. The pitch from Penland misses to Bigelow for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Penland. Bigelow takes a big swing and a miss at that for strike 1. The count goes even at 1 apiece. Grafton's fans had a big cheer on that, seeing Bigelow swing and miss, and Trevor's just smiling at the plate. That's not a sight you want to see if you're Penland. See if he gives him a good pitch. He does, and Bigelow cranks it deep left center field, and it is not enough. Cam Gray makes the catch for out number 1. Had a chance. If that was Grafton, that would have been about 10 feet out. But Gray comes up, makes the catch 1 away, and Masters comes to the plate with 1 on and 1 out. Runner at first. Runner on first is Braxton Painter, courtesy running. Didn't even see that switch. First pitch from Penland to Masters misses high for ball 1. Masters at the plate with a 1-0 count. The pitch from Penland bounces, ball 2. Braxton Painter courtesy running in place of Logan Canfield, who's not feeling well. Painter, a freshman. The runner at first. Here's the 2-0 from Penland. That one on the outside corner, strike 1 to Masters. Here's the 2-1. Masters swings on it, lifts it foul and out of play. Count goes even at 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2 from Penland. Whoa, that's way over the head of Masters. Kinsey stands up and makes the catch. Count goes full. Went off speed. A little too much off speed. He lobbed it. The payoff pitch, same spot, high, ball 4, Masters walks. That one was a little lower, but still too high.
Braden Gorby.
So Painter, the runner, at second. Masters, the runner, at first. 2 on, 1 out for Braden Gorby at the plate. Gorby has walked, scored, singled, and grounded out. He's been busy today. Here's the pitch from Penland. Gorby swings at it, lifts it foul on the first base side, out of play. Count 0-1. Gorby steps up in the batter's box. Here's the 0-1 from Penland at his head. Ducks out of the way for ball 1. The 1-1 from Penland. Low for ball 2. Kinsey dives at the dirt to trap it. Penland gets the signal from Kinsey. Delivers the 2-1 high for ball 3 to Gorby. Here's the 3-1. High again, ball 4. And Penland has walked the bases loaded. And now they come in and meet with him, and he might be done.
Martin.
Masters, the runner at second. Painter, the runner at third in place of Canfield. Penland is done. And now it looks like Levi Newland, maybe? Yes, Levi Newland comes in to replace Penland on the mound, and Hunter McQuain will go out and replace Noah Fletcher in right field. Those are the fielding changes for the Grafton Bearcats, who trail Fairmont Senior by 12. It's 15-3. We're through 3 1/3 inning here at Milan Park. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament on Video Productions.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in North Central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park. Levi Newland on the mound for the Bearcats warming up, and you had to know, just with all the tough games Grafton was in this week, the 1-run win over Weir on Monday, then using 3 pitchers against the Polar Bears on Wednesday, another 1-run win in extra innings against Weir yesterday. The Bearcats are just out of pitchers, and really their only hope was to ride all the way on Mason Shemmy And the Polar Bears killed that idea in the second inning, scoring 6 runs. Took Shimmy immediately out. Grafton just has nobody else to go with. Newland comes to the mound with the bases loaded and 1 out. Painter, the runner at third. Masters, the runner at second. Gorby, the runner at first. Martin at the plate. Newland, left-handed pitcher. Doesn't have a lot of heat to his pitches. First one to Martin. Martin grounds it right to Guz. Guz fields it, flips to Gillespie. Gillespie throw to Ramazan, double play, so it takes 1 pitch. And that'll end the 4th inning, but 10-run rule in effect unless Grafton can score 3. It's 15-3. We head to the 5th. You're listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament here on Video Production.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Welcome back to Schilling Field at Milan Park here in Morgantown. The Polar Bears are an inning away from punching their ticket to the regional championship for the 2nd straight year. They lead 15-3 over Grafton, and unless the Bearcats can put 3 runs on the board in this inning, this game will end in 5 innings for the 2nd time this week. Masters back on the mound, getting warm-up pitches in. Leading off the inning for the Bearcats is Grayson Ramazan, followed by Chase Kinsey and Grant Murphy. Ramazan comes to the plate. Last gasp of the season for the Grafton Bearcats. They trail by 12 in the top of the 5th. Masters gets the signal from Peschel. Here's the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 to Ramazan. Ramazan has singled and struck out in this game, was stranded at third in the first. 0-1 count. And really, if you're the Polar Bears going into this, here's the 0-1 from Masters. Off speed, misses high for ball 1. If you're the Polar Bears, you have 2 excellent pitchers in Logan Canfield and Braden Gorby. You have 2 solid pitchers in Masters and Bigelow, and then Sammons and Straight can each both pitch the ball as well. That one top shelf strike 2. So you have 2 really go-to pitchers, 2 solid ones that can come in, and 2 more that can come in at any time. That pitch from Masters misses low for ball 2. And in this part of the season, in a 3-game series coming up, and if they happen to go to the Final 4, it really all comes down to pitching for the Polar Bears. Here's the 2-2 from Masters, high for ball 3, and the count goes full. Polar Bears had to go through Frankfort last year in the regional championship, lost by 1 at Frankfort in game 3, a heartbreaker. Here's the payoff pitch from Masters, swing and a miss. Ramazan strikes out. 2 more to go. Second strikeout of the day for Masters. And really, you look back the last couple seasons, 2022, Polar Bears made the state championship. A horrible first inning against Logan, gave up 6 runs. But other than that, it was a close game. 11-6 was the final score. The pitch from Masters down the middle for strike 1 to Kinsey. They lost the state championship that year, got majorly upset by East Fairmont in the sectional championship in 2023 in extra innings by 1 run. Pitch high for ball 1. Last year, they lost by 1 run in the regional championship in Game 3. A winner go home. And it just feels like this season is something special brewing for the Polar Bears. Swing and a miss by Kinsey, count 1-2. They have the hitters. You look at the batting averages, you look at the pitching stats. Braden Gorby's ERA is .8. Here's the 1-2 from Masters, and Peschel held that there, waited for the strike call, didn't get it. Count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Masters gets the signal, delivers the 2-2, lunged at, swung on by Kinsey, shallow right field, down in front of Salmons, and Kinsey has a 1-out single.
Hey, roll some pair, let's go.
That'll bring up Grant Murphy, who has doubled and grounded out in this game. The Polar Bears in school history, in baseball history, have made the state championship 10 different times. They lost all 10 of those. 0-10 in championship games, has never been on top of the state in baseball. One of the few sports that hasn't won a state championship in the 70 that Fairmont Senior has won across all sports. One of the most in the state among any school. First pitch miss for ball 1 to Murphy. Here's the 1-0 from Masters. Swung on. This fielded by Bigelow. Throw to straight. Out at second. Throw to first.
Yeah! Nice play! All right! Good job, boys!
The ticket has been punched. Fairmont Senior has a date with Brooke in the regional championship. They beat Grafton 15-13 and will move on and will fight for a spot in the Final Four in Charleston. Fairmont Senior is headed back to the regional championship for the 2nd straight year. (15-3), the final score from Schilling Field in Milan Park. The Polar Bears 10-run Grafton in 5 innings for the 3rd time this year. The Bearcats season comes to an end on this field. Just 2 more are left in Region 1. It'll be Fairmont Senior and Brooke. Brooke is the number 1 seed. They will host games 1 and 3. Fairmont Senior will host game 2. That'll begin either on Memorial Day, Monday, May 26th, or May 27th. That means all of next week the Polar Bears have off from playoff performances, but tune-up games could be scheduled, so stay tuned to listen to that. If there is one at home, we will be on for that. Fairmont Senior moves on to the regional championship for the 2nd straight year, looking to redeem themselves after the heartbreaking loss a season ago. And I mean, they are just tearing up every team in their path. They improved to 21-4 on the season, only 1 loss to a AAA opponent. They have the best record in the state in Class AAA. We'll go through the scoring recap real quick as the Polar Bears meet in right field to celebrate their win in what would have been the sectional championship, but sectionals, they did away with that. Grafton meets in left field for the final time. The 2025 Bearcats season comes to an end. It started off red hot for Grafton. Carter Gillespie scored on the pass ball. Jacob Moats was batted in by Grant Murphy. That made it 2-0 Grafton. We went to the bottom of the 2nd. A balk by Mason Shemmy sent home Braden Gorby, and after that, that was all she wrote. After Gorby scored, Pethel and Salmon scored, and Peschel scored on a 2 RBI double from Canfield. That was Salmons and Peschel. Bigelow came in and scored on the RBI from Matt Masters. Canfield scored as well. That was 6 runs in the 2nd. Then to the 3rd, the Polar Bears scored 6 more. Salmons scored, Peschel, Canfield, Bigelow. They scored. Brock Martin also scored. That made it 12-2. Grafton then added a run in the 3rd. Chase Kinsey came in. He stole 3rd. The throw went into the left field. He came in, got home. That made it 12-3. The Polar Bears knocked in 3 more runs in the 4th. Pethel, Salmons, and Peschel. And I tell you, what a game from Noah Pethel, the freshman. Has had his struggles recently, was able to get on base twice, score both times. Big confidence booster for the freshman. and Peschel had 3 runs scored. Canfield scored twice. Bigelow scored twice. Gorby scored once. Martin scored once. Salmon scored 3 times. Just what an overall game for the Polar Bears. They scored 10 runs on Monday, 12 runs on Wednesday, 15 runs on Friday. How many will they score on Monday when the season comes on the line? A 3-game series, a date with Brooke. That'll be up in Brooke County. We thank you for tuning in. We're done from Schilling Field in Milan Park. The Polar Bears have punched their ticket to the regional championship. I'm Eli Brady signing off. We thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to live streaming coverage of the WVSSAC Regional Baseball Tournament. We'll be back with the regional championship here on Video Productions.